What do you feel like is the vibe in Fort Worth now surrounding TCU after last season going into this next season? And what should the vibe be? Like, should we be feeling confident? I mean, every August I'm trying to convince myself that we're not going undefeated, but what's the vibe as far as y'all can tell?
Jeremy, you want to take this one?
I mean, I think overall, when you look at last year, you saw a team that was 3-3. They had the bye week. Everyone's kind of wondering, is Sonny Dykes the right guy for the job? I mean, we were getting Sonny Dykes should be on the chopping block. I mean, that was how bad it was. You're going off a pretty bad season in 23 where they go 5-7, and you're not heading the right direction. And then the thing that turned around was they ended up the last 6 games of the regular season go 5-1, and they win the bowl game handily. They didn't have any issues at all with Louisiana, but a lot of cynics are going to say, well, yeah, they went 9-4, but look at the schedule. So they're not really giving a lot of credit to 9-4. The way I perceive it is a 9-4 team's a 9-4 team. It's hard to win college football games. Getting 9 wins is a pretty big thing. And the way they rebounded to finish out the season, close out the season, the things that we had questions about for the team, can they run the ball better? Can they tackle better? Can they get takeaways? A lot of the things we had questions about, we were starting to see them improve on. Did the schedule have a little bit to do with that? Absolutely. I'm not going to deny that, but I also feel like TCU stepped up their game. And when you end the season on a high note like that, when you can win 6 out of your final 7 games, that's going to create some momentum. And what I saw in the spring, I saw a team that had a lot of chemistry despite so many new names. I saw a team that, in my opinion, has one of the best quarterbacks in the Big 12. If you haven't bought stock in Eric McAllister yet, I think you need to do it now because I think he's going to have a ton of catches. But I think overall, when you look at the scheme of things, Kendall Briles is going into his 3rd year. Andy Avalos is going into his 2nd year. The defense looks more comfortable. I think the expectations are high, and I think Sonny Dykes said it. And I think, everyone has that same perception that 9-4 was great last year, but we can go higher. I mean, there's no reason why they should not be competing for the Big 12 championship every year with what they have at TCU, from facilities, from NIL, from the recruiting that they get each year. So momentum, to me, and the perception around TCU right now is pretty high right now.
In this day and age, it feels like, do you have a quarterback? You have someone that you can trust, and that kind of builds confidence for the rest of the team. Hoover, I think you can make the argument for best quarterback in the Big 12. If not, he's top 2, right? Him and the guy from Arizona State, Levitt. Like, I think those are your 2 best guys in the Big 12. So if you go into every game with the offense TCU's been managing under Briles, scoring 30-plus points a game, it felt like every game down that last 6 out of 7 victories there. I think you got the confidence building on that offense. Doesn't matter, can they build enough around him after losing Besh and Savion? I think moving Savion to running back was the big thing that kind of saved the season last year, is what it really felt like. But you have the quarterback, that you've got a guy that's going to keep you in every single game going forward. Confidence has got to be higher than I think expected around this time this year. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jeremy, you mentioned Eric McAllister. I feel like Eric McAllister was good for one 80-yard touchdown every game where, like, he caught the ball, turned around, and then left everybody in the dust. And it's like, maybe we should do that more often. I don't know.